Hey everyone, and welcome back to my weekly update for the 4th of February. It's around 10:30 in the morning today. First thing you can probably notice, my hair's gone. I actually cut about 7 inches off of it on Thursday, so that's probably the big thing about this week is I look completely different. Close to nothing there. Um, for how this week is gone, early on I was doing all right, and then later on I fell off a little bit. I think the major factor in that was being at a retreat like I had talked about last week, and then getting some work shifts. I have this goal to get $400 by the time I go to Germany in a couple weeks. And so I just got 2 8.5 hour shifts at my job and chipped away at about like 2/3 of that. So a lot of progress there, but I let other things fall off the wayside because of that. Um, I haven't done Duolingo every day this week. I haven't read the Bible every day this week. The only things that stay consistent were my engineering and reflecting things, not really applying the engineering though, and then my journal. Those are the set things that I kept doing every day. There were a couple points this week that I did do a little more. One of those was yesterday, because I was here instead of at home. So, excuse me, voice is a little rough this morning. I didn't have much else to do, so I started working on stuff for Germany, making sure that was all set, and then did a little bit of practice, did a lot of communicating. I need to work on my communicating big time, so that's something I started to do yesterday, and I just had a lot of fun as well. As soon as 4:30 hit, I had a band concert, and after that, the rest of the night, pure fun, all the way up until 1:30 in the morning. So, led to a late wake up today. That's another thing from this week. I've been waking up a lot later because I've been going to bed a lot later. I probably made my wake up and bedtimes 2 or 3 times this week, which the goal is 5, so I'm not really doing too hot there. I also missed a couple exercises this week. I'm only at 3 of my goal of 5, so that's all right. I still have some time to work it out. Yeah, well, I can always work it out again. So, the big thing will just be focusing on what's ahead instead of looking at what I've done this last week and thinking, oh, I'm off in a bad step. I may as well not try anymore. And changing that to trying to improve again all the time. So, another funny story from this week. Also on Thursday, I was on my way to get my hair cut, and I was driving on a 4-lane highway, and ahead of me, there's an intersection, and a semi just slams on its brake in the middle of the intersection, and like, what? That's weird. A few seconds later, I again focus on the road in front of me, and I notice a truck driving straight at me. So I slammed on my brakes, pulled off to the side of the road, and he hesitated and did the same thing, except he tried to dive through the median and proceeded to get stuck. Well, it turns out he was trying to run from the police because there was a cop that came roaring up the road after him. And then so I just got out of there because he was trying to back out and get free. And the last thing I saw, the cop was running up to the car. So definitely an interesting event. I'm safe. I'm good. Even though I did see a car right in front of me, thankfully we did not come close to hitting each other. But yeah, it's the fun story from this week. As for anything else that I've done, I can't really think of much. I have done a lot of stuff for Germany. That's been another main theme this week is figuring that stuff out, figuring out what I'm going to pack, what I'm going to wear, like the whole thing. Because I can only bring so much with me on a plane. I'll have to get the rest over there and like figuring out how I'm going to pay for things because it's, a different currency, how my phone's going to work. I feel like I'm getting closer and closer to being on my own because my parents have been gracious enough to keep me on things like the phone plan, so I haven't had to worry about that or insurance. So, looking at all this stuff and getting it all set up I feel that much more grown up a little bit. And then I'm going to go there on my own, do stuff like buy a train ticket to go to some random city, and therefore do all of the stuff on my own there. So it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a big growth experience. And even though it might be hard at times, I know I'll enjoy it. So looking forward to that in the next couple weeks. That's about all I got for you guys right now, though. So again, sorry for my voice. I hope I get better soon, because yeah, I don't want to be sick when I go over there, but I've got a couple weeks. I'll make sure I stay healthy. But again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week.